Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. So blank moment. I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Fool card. You are beginning again. You get that fresh start, new direction, new energy, new stimulus. This is a week where something can be really made very clear to you in a lot of ways, and it may be in relation to the past in some way, shape or form. Now remember, you've had that really strong, powerful magician kind of energy that's been floating about for you for the last couple of weeks. Now you have the Fool card. So this, to me, I don't know why, but I get the sense that something from your past is going to click. Something's going to make sense for you. Some piece of the puzzle or bit of information is just going to go like it comes together in like one of those beautiful stained glass sort of murals in your mind, and you're going to have this really deep, profound understanding of what the next step is, or what it is that you should be doing or leaping into. Remember, the Fool card asks you to take a calculated risk, to gather your courage and take the leap, make the jump, no matter what it is. Now, beauty thing about this as well, remember this week we've got that powerful full moon in the sign of Scorpio that's taking place literally right out of the gate. So we're all going to be under that influence in some way, shape or form. But this Fool card, I like that. It's this sort of optimistic kind of, yeah, let's do it energy. Like maybe even there's like a little bit of a devil may care part of you at the moment that is really showing itself, which is, again, not necessarily something that, you know, Librans are known for. But yeah, I don't know. I like this for you guys. For your actions and options, you have, look at this, right? So you've got the Ace of Swords. You are very clear right now on what you want, where you're going, how to get there. You're very clear on the steps. And this week there is going to be some big monumental shift on a mental level. The Ace of Swords, aside from all of its other meanings, can sometimes literally represent a powerful clarity of mind. This comes up with the Fool card, and what I love about this is you are seeing things clearer now than maybe you have in a very long time. You understand who you are, you understand where you're going, and this week you are powerfully aligned with the decisions that you are making for your own highest good. Now outside of that as well, this is seeing you two things. This will see you committing to your path or to a very specific new path this week, and this is like you saying, no, I know that this is the right direction for me. On top of that, it suggests that you are maybe even signing a new contract of some sort, or looking into a commitment of some kind where it is going to take on, you know, a very either professional or possibly even legal slant. But this really is for your best and your highest. I love it. And remember as well, aces are fresh starts and new beginnings as well, right? And on top of that, you've got the Fool card. So this week you are definitely beginning again in some way, shape or form. For your communications and conversations, you have the Chariot card. So this week there is definitely travel on the horizon for you. Even if it's not physical travel, there is a lot of talk about places that you're going. There's a lot of talk about maybe even just jumping in the car and going to visit someone or some place. There's, you know, in some way, shape or form, travel features for you very heavily this week. There could be a lot of conversations about that. Some new direction that you are going in as well. I just want to say this because what I like about this for you is it's like a new direction that you're sort of heading off in. This week you are going to have not only your Libran smarts, but this week you've got the beginner's luck energy behind you. This is one of those moments where the universe kind of says, okay, I see what you're doing. You know, you're trying something new. I'm just going to smooth the way for you. Remember, the Chariot card is victory and success, but it's also a very fast card. And sometimes it sees us, it's kind of like it's kind of like the new 17-year-old behind the wheel of a car, right? It's just like, okay, they go a little bit faster than they need to, they may brake a bit harsher than they need to, but ultimately they're competent in doing what needs to be done. This week you have that beginner's luck sort of energy behind you. Utilize it. And in terms of the way that you communicate this week, you come across as strong, sure. You may be coming across a little bit more forthright than you think. Libra's known for pretty words and diplomacy. This week I feel like it's not going to be as diplomatic or as subtle as you can be. You know, it kind of feels like it's going to be a bit more I don't know what the word is, but it's just a bit more sort of honest, a bit more blunt, a bit more upfront. And I actually think people are going to love you more for it. For those of you that work for somebody else, this is really you getting ahead. This could be some really good news about promotions, about possible opportunities that are coming up. It may even see your responsibilities changing or shifting this week as well, very possible. And then for those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, something about the work could take you further afield this week, or may see you connecting with people somewhat at a distance, or may create the need for a commute of some kind. So really exciting and very, very fun. And then finally, for those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, your Chariot card is basically asking you to consider how to put more life into what you do, how to put the pedal to the metal, as they say. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Swords. So there's definitely a new beginning or a fresh start. There's a job opportunity on the horizon for those of you that are looking. This is new jobs, it's interviews, it is contracts signed, it is new and dynamic paths forward when it comes to the profession, when it comes to the career. And it looks like it looks like it's lucrative for you, because it definitely suggests that there is an increase of finances or funds this week. For your physical health and vitality, please look after your extremities, your fingers, your hands, any of that sort of stuff, especially because you've got the Ace of Swords there. And you know, if you're driving or commuting by car, just be sure to, you know, there could be a few moments where, you know, your passengers are reaching for a break that isn't there. So just, you know, be a bit more conscious this week. And then finally, for your home and environment, well, look, to be honest with you, I'm not sure a lot of you are spending much time at home this week, but what I can say is there is a letter that will arrive this week, and it will be a physical letter. We're not talking about an email or a phone call. We're talking about a physical letter that comes through, a piece of paper, a documentation of some kind. And it looks like something you've been waiting for a while, but now that everything's starting to move, it's like it's moving really, really quickly. And then for your love and relations, you have the Three of Pentacles. For those of you that are single, I mean, this with the Chariot card, it looks like you are focused on completing some sort of studies or some sort of a course, some sort of knowledge or skill set gain or skill set brush up is coming to a completion for you. And it looks like you're more focused on that than you are love this week. Although there could be a little bit of a tryst, especially those of you that are on a travel or a commute or maybe a work conference, etc. There could definitely be a meeting of minds. There could be a sexy meeting of minds at that. Not sure if it will develop into much more than that, but we shall see. And then for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, this week I think you and your partner are really getting to grips with what the long-term plans actually look like, who's going to need to put what in. And that's not just on a material financial level, it's also on a time commitment level, because I feel like that's where the issue has been with you partnered Librans. I feel like it's like one of you's like, well, okay, you know, I'm happy to do this, this and this, but my time constraints won't allow for this, this and this. And it's like your partner's in the same sort of boat, and it looks like you've been kind of doing this whole deliberating, right, what am I willing to adjust and what can't I adjust? You know, it looks like both of you are heading towards personal finish or deadlines anyway. And I think this week you're going to get to grips with, you know, what that actually looks like going forward. But there's definitely chances to rectify any challenges that come up. All right, anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.